Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to another trading orientated video. And something earlier happened to me that kind of inspired me to make this. I added someone to offer on their unusual and just the first thing they said to me was yes with a question mark when they added me. And it just seemed really rude, and it's not something I'd personally do. And I feel as a trader that I feel I should maybe make this video to kind of educate other traders on how they should approach trading in a friendly manner, because in the nicest way possible, if you add someone to trade and they just say yes and are extremely blunt and almost seem as if they're looking down on you, it really makes it a lot harder to trade with, and you almost get subconsciously scared to offer because you're scared of just getting shut down by this rude person. I feel like as traders, if we all maintain a positive attitude when trading with each other, then it will just be a nicer experience for everyone involved. And even if the other person just isn't nice and they do seem rude, then it might be nice just to reflect your positive attitude on them and almost try to influence them, because I really dislike how some traders are and their attitudes toward other people in the community. When trading, no one should ever feel belittled by someone due to someone's attitude towards them being very negative, or them just like almost mocking them or just being generally mean because of their want to trade with them. So I'm going to be making a video just going over the trading etiquette essentially, and how I trade and what I would suggest if you want to be positive and just be generally someone who is pleasant to trade with. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is something I always do, and I've done this for years. I've done this before I was a YouTuber. I've always done this when trading, and it's when someone adds you on Steam with the intention of trading, the first thing I will always say is hey, with a smiley face or an exclamation mark followed by how can I help. This sets a very friendly and nice tone in the chat and makes you seem like you're open to all offers and generally just someone who is pleasant to negotiate with and to trade with. If you contrast this to something like yes or something like what do you want, obviously there's a bit of a contrast going on there, and you can tell that the person who said hey how can I help is going to be a lot more easy to negotiate with and a lot nicer when negotiating a trade. On the other end of the spectrum, if you add someone and want to offer on their unusual or even offer on any of their items, whether that be a craft weapon or a golden pan, it's important to stay polite as well. So even though you'd expect them to say hey how can I help and open it, just even if they don't message you, or if they do message you saying whatever, just put hey once again with a smiley face, very informal, very friendly, and then say I'm interested in your whatever the item may be. This encourages the conversation to go further due to the fact that, of course, you are offering on their item and they're going to say like, oh okay, I'm looking for this, or oh okay, what are you looking to pay with, or you know, something like that. This completely contrasts with if you just added them and said, hi, I want to buy your item with like a full stop or something, because that's extremely blunt and doesn't really have a huge amount of places the negotiations could go. But if you say you're interested in it, they will tell you probably how much they're looking for or anything like that. So it's important to maintain a positive approach when offering on someone else's items. One other thing I should probably note is when you add someone from TF2 Outpost or backpack.tf or something, make sure you name the item that you actually want to buy, because if you just say I want to buy your item, that it's almost inevitably going to be followed up by what item. So just say like, hey, I saw your trade for the unusual lucky shot or something like that. You know, it's very important to be specific, otherwise the trader could easily get confused and not really know what you want to offer on, and this could draw out the negotiation process much longer than it needs to be. Another very important thing to remember when trading is if you are offering on someone's items once again and they do decline your offer, it's very tempting just to say like to get aggressive about it and say like, oh well, why not, it's a good offer, I'm overpaying, like you should accept it. But it's a lot simpler and it's a lot more logical just to say okay, no worries, see ya, and just remove them or something, because then you don't make yourself look like you're angry or you're trying too hard, and you just accept the fact that the offer's bad. Or maybe say okay, how much more would I need to add or something like that. Just try not to be aggressive. And the same goes for when someone is offering on your stuff and the offer's a bit low. Try not to get aggressive and say wow, that's too low, like you're lowballing, you're a shit trader or something like that. It's a lot easier and a lot more polite just to say no thanks dude, that offer's a bit low, or no thanks, I'm not really looking for that, or I'm looking for a bit more than what you offered. Like, it's really not too hard, and it's stuff you kind of overlook where it's just common courtesy and just general politeness. It really does go a long way. And I mean, that's all I have to really say. Just always be polite and always be patient, because if you're not, you're going to come across as a dick to the person you're trading with, and it will make them a lot less likely to trade with you. I said this earlier, when I experienced that person when they just said yes question mark when I added them, it came across as extremely blunt and almost as if they were belittling me, and made me seem as if I needed to prove myself and say why I added them, when it's much simpler to just say, hey man, how can I help? It really does go a long way, honestly, and you're much more likely to actually make trades and stay positive if you stick to this kind of etiquette. So that is just about it for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this video down in the comments below, and if this is something you've never really thought of before, and if it's something that you think will help you in the future. If this did help you, please do remember to leave a like, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, then do be sure to subscribe. Thanks again for watching, guys, and peace.